Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, Nick Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Horned Frogs headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Avant. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Pulls it in. It's Harris. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space.
Might have a chance. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
We're only in the opening drive here, guys. He's already making his mark in this game. He is so dynamic from the running back position, and it's obvious in their game plan and what it entails. They are going to force feed him the rock and just wear this defense down.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run with Robinson. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Sooners! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Craig. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The sure hands, it's James. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start on the ground with Robinson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Harris. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Robinson. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. This time he wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
To the air, it's Mateer. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They were on the move. The two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Here's a little room there. The 20. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. It's on target and complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. tons of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finding some room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Makes the catch, it's Payne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be calling a hot route. Punch. Spear. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The run inside. It's Payne. Maybe some room here. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the line. This offense is in business.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Under fire. Still looking for a man.
Wow, bro. That nigga stood there.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted it. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point splits the upright. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Harris. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver, and get the completion.
And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Out of the backfield, he's open. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, give him 5 on that one. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw.
Always got some space. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Mateer. It's complete on the right side. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leading on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Working that left side now. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the brink. And it's right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 13 team, the BYU Cougars.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They start this third quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A first down for the offense. Running inside, it's Payne. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Craig. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
He'll take it on the return, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Makes it past the marker. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. On the move at the 30. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it. It's Robinson. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. to the right, complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Craig. Makes the catch, it's James. He'll get up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Holds and fires coming away to the right. Smashes through the tackle.
Damn, bro.
Get it into enemy territory.
All y'all can't go in there, bro. I'm fine. Shit.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Horned Frogs
all
are
y'all can't go
marching
in there
down
and
the
big
field.
farm, bro. God damn.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it, so he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He'll pull it down and run. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country.
You were right by him,
We're used to
bro.
seeing him push
You ran right by
the
him.
other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. There he goes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Final stats in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not?
Wow, bro.
Maybe just the turning point they
What the
needed.
fuck just happened to my screen?
Get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter.
Fuck,
and they got
bruh.
the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
With the catch, it's Payne. At the 35, he's loose. Open field.
Dude, fast.
And he'll
Fuck.
haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Frogs.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the 2-point try. This is a design run. He's in the
Then that nigga about, all right.
Cut that lead in half, trailing by just a deuce. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There's a crease. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would try to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown Sooners! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And here he comes out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Craig. He's going for it all. He's got it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Clock stopped, and we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Right back to him on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
It's good, easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here's the pressure. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Inside 2 minutes to play. Defense still has a couple of timeouts, but 1 first down will probably solve this game away. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Xavier again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for the defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Hauls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read in rhythm. They get it done. They're going to walk out of here with a win, Dave.
And this used to be a situation where you see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And the offense takes control of this football game. But I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
That one bounced through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but you drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
So now it's second and long. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
it.